In the marketing world, there's been a lot of talk about screens. Years ago, the first screen obviously was the television, and then the second screen became the computer. We rolled into mobile, and there's even kiosk and digital screens. Well, currently there's a new screen kind of on the horizon that I don't think a lot of people really understand or are expecting, and I want to spend a few minutes talking about that. Hi, I'm Eric Morgan. I run Morgan & Company based here in New Orleans. We're a media agency. We focus on audience analysis, media strategy, and the analytics that report on all the success of the campaigns. We help clients really understand their audience and use their media budget better so that they can drive conversions and calls and sign-ups and grow their business ultimately at a more efficient rate. If you've sat in a new car lately, you'll notice that over the years the dashboard has changed a lot. You still get the miles per gallon, the odometer, the speed, and the RPMs and so forth, but it looks different and it looks interesting, and it's obviously very modern looking, very technologically based. But if you sit in a new car like an electric vehicle, an EV, something like a Tesla, you're going to notice a dramatically different dashboard. In fact, a lot of them are more technology based, even cloud based, with their information and how they look. And from a marketing standpoint, that's really the next screen that's on the horizon that brands and marketers are really going to want to explore and understand to see how they can use it to amplify and increase their brand's presence. Given that software and cloud-based systems is not a primary strength of the auto manufacturers, a lot of them are turning to outside help. Ford, for instance, turned to hire BlackBerry engineers. Volkswagen had a lot of conversations and was about to enter a partnership with Google, but then realized that Google might be a little bit of a conflict of interest given Google is a giant marketer. So Volkswagen's kind of branched out on their own and looked for other partners. To talk about Google specifically, currently Google has a presence in about 19% of the new cars coming off the manufacturer line. And Microsoft, obviously another big player in the tech world, is powering some of the BMW and even Volkswagen cars that are being produced these days. Mobile marketing is a $70 billion a year industry. So obviously this new screen in cars are going to be something that's very curious and getting a lot of attention in the industry. Marketers are going to want it. Brands are going to want to have access to it. Players like Google obviously going to want to have a big presence and try to control it when they understand the power, because that power and that information that's going to come out of these systems is going to be a huge advantage for both consumers and for brands. Recent reports say the average American spends about 51 minutes in their car each day, whether that's traveling to and from work or running errands or driving the kids around. That's obviously an enormous amount of time each day. From a marketer's standpoint, that's incredibly useful to know their route and to know where they're going each and every day. Because it allows you to connect with them on a very basic level that hopefully provides some value to them. If you're like most people, you're very habitual with your driving. For instance, Tuesday afternoons after work, you might go to the grocery store. When your car knows that type of information, you could benefit from it in terms of getting offers or coupons for, say, pork chops or milk if you're going to the grocery store. If you drive certain routes and certain patterns, expect gas offers for 5 cents off a gallon of gas at a certain intersection. This is valuable information for the marketer, obviously, but from the consumer side, there's a huge amount of benefits as well. The communication you're going to receive from brands becomes more personalized. It's built around your travel patterns, it's built around your lifestyles, where you shop, where you visit. So they can customize offers to you based on what you're trying to accomplish in your life. While this next screen is a ways off, make no mistake about it, it is definitely coming. If you want to learn more about audience analysis, media strategy, and analytics, click on the video that's on your screen now. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.